All right, geometry students, we're back and we're doing law of sines again, but this time we're doing law of sines for finding an angle. And just quick review, I mentioned this in the last video, but in case you didn't start with that one, whenever trying to find a missing angle, we want the angle to be on top, so that's why sine of the big letter over the lowercase letters, which is a side. And again, corresponding letters because they're opposite of each other in the triangle. But we're going to start with this problem right here. So we've got two sides and a non-included angle. We've got little b, little c, and big B. So what that tells me is we are ignoring A completely, and we are doing those ratios. So the sine of 115 over 3, because big B is 115, little b is 3 centimeters, equals the sine of big C, because that is what we're looking for since we have 1.2 centimeters as little c. And since sine of C is in top, the variable there, the easiest way to isolate that is to multiply by 1.2 on both sides. So 1.2's end up eliminating each other, or they're doing the opposite of each other. And then we're going to multiply by 1.2 on the other side. So once we've done that, we are left with 1.2 sine of 115 over 3 equals the sine of C. Now, how do we undo sine of C? Well, we do the inverse sine of C. So when we take the inverse sine of C on both sides, so we're taking inverse sine of the sine of C, those will reverse engineer or undo each other so that we only have C left. And trying to keep everything color coded so that you can remember what your steps were. So when we do the inverse sine, so here we go. To get inverse sine, you have to do second sine on the calculator. 1.2 times the sine of 115 divided by 3, and we find out that the measure of angle C is 21.26 degrees. So that was doing for that. Now what if we have a picture? Let me erase that really quick. Come down to our picture. So right here with number 5, I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit more. So right here on number 5. So we want to find BC. Oh, I'm sorry, not number 5. My bad. Number 7. So we're going to come down here. We're trying to find angle C. And the only thing that we see paired is A. So we're going to ignore everything we know about B. And set up the following ratio. So we're going to have sine of C over 20 equals the sine of 82 over 29, because those are the corresponding sides. To isolate the sine of C, we're going to multiply by 20 on both sides. The 20s will eliminate each other's presence because they're opposites of each other. And and we're going to be left with sine of C equals sine of 82 times 20 divided by 29. Now, again, just like the last problem, how do we eliminate sine? Well, we're going to inverse sine. And we apply that to both sides. So that the signs will reverse engineer each other, undo each other, and we are left with C, and now we got to do the math. So second sine of the sine of 82 times 20 divided by 29. We find out that that is 43.07 degrees. So hopefully this helped. Keep rewatching these until you understand it, until you're able to follow the flow, and good luck.